Hello, this is Dr. Carol, and I'm here to read to you from The Surprise Circus, which is a book that I wrote with Aria Soloway. Let's start and find out what happens at the Surprise Circus. The circus didn't come to town this year, and Aria was sad. She called the ringmaster on her mommy's phone. Since the ringmaster is the boss of the circus, Aria wanted to ask him to bring the circus to her town. The ringmaster didn't answer the phone, so Aria left a message. A week later, Aria found a package from the circus at her front door. It was too heavy for her to lift, so she opened it at the front door. She was surprised when the circus strongman popped out. The strongman kept lifting all the furniture, and no one could sit on the couch or sleep in their beds. That would be very, very weird. Aria sent the strongman to the tent which her daddy had built in the backyard, and called the ringmaster. The ringmaster didn't answer the phone. The next week, the circus sent another package. When Aria opened the package, the juggler leapt out. The juggler kept throwing balls in the air. See all the balls he's throwing in the air? And juggling everything in the house. He juggled Aria's mommy's favorite plates, her daddy's tool, the family dog, Lexi, and all of Aria's toys. He even threw Aria's baby sister in the air. Aria sent the juggler to the tent in the backyard and called the ringmaster. The ringmaster didn't answer the phone, so Aria left a message. The next week, the circus sent another package. It was too hot for her to hold, so she lifted the lid very carefully. Flames shot out of the box, and then a fire eater jumped out. The fire eater tried to eat everything in the house. He even ate Mommy's fancy candles. He breathed fire everywhere and burned down all the curtains in the house. Aria sent the fire eater to the tent in the backyard and called the ringmaster. The ringmaster didn't answer the phone, so Aria left a message. The next week, the circus sent another package. It was too wiggly for Aria to hold, so she opened the box. And the second she opened the box, the second it landed on the front step. A dancing bear twirled out of the box. The dancing bear was pretty. How pretty the dancing bear is, but she was too dancy. She twirled and pirouetted all around the house, leaving holes in the floor. Aria sent the dancing bear to the tent in the backyard and called the ringmaster. The ringmaster didn't answer, so she left a message. The next week, the circus sent another package. It was the biggest package yet. And when Aria opened the box, two clowns did cartwheels over each other. The first clown kept blowing his horn and waking up Aria's baby sister. See the little crib? The other clown threw Mommy's fresh baked pies in the first clown's face. Aria sent the clowns to the tent in the backyard and called the ringmaster. The ringmaster didn't answer the phone, so Aria left a message. The next week, the circus sent another package. When Aria opened the box, smoke swirled out. Then the circus magician appeared. The magician hid her baby sister in his hat. See the baby sister in the hat? That's not a baby sister. And then put Lexi, her dog, in his magic trunk. Aria's mommy and daddy couldn't find the baby or the dog anywhere. Aria sent the magician to the tent in the backyard and called the ringmaster. The ringmaster didn't answer the phone, so Aria left a message. The next week, the circus sent another package. When Aria opened the box, the trapeze artist sprung out. The trapeze artist was swinging all over the house. She swung from the chandelier in the dining room. See her swinging from the chandelier? And Aria's mommy didn't like that. Aria sent the trapeze artist to the tent in the backyard and called the ringmaster. The ringmaster didn't answer the phone. The next week, the ringmaster sent another package. Aria opened the box, but no one jumped out. She waited and carefully looked inside the box. Then she reached inside the box and found a big black hat, a ruffled white shirt, black pants, high black boots, a red jacket, and a ringmaster's whip. Aria tried on the hat, shirt, pants, boots, and red jacket. Then she grabbed the whip and looked in the mirror. She looked like a real ringmaster of a circus. Aria marched out to the tent in the backyard and showed her outfit to the strong man, the juggler, the fire eater, the dancing bear, 2 clowns, the magician, and you remember, the trapeze artist. As soon as they saw her in her costume, they told her she should be the ringmaster of her own circus. Aria cracked the whip like a real ringmaster of a circus. But she was scared about talking in front of all the people. She didn't know if she would be a good ringmaster. Do you ever think that maybe you won't be good at something? So she called her friend, Honor Brown, and asked him to help her. See, she's calling her friend because she knew he wasn't afraid to speak in front of lots and lots of people. Aria knew that Honor was even on television and radio shows with his granddaddy. Honor told Aria there's a secret to being able to do anything. Do you know what that secret is? Aria asked Honor to tell her the secret. Honor told Aria his granddaddy speaks to people all over the world and inspires them to find their greatness. Honor told Aria she has greatness in her and has to find it. What's your greatness? Well, Aria didn't know what it meant to inspire people. She thought about her talents and her greatness and wondered what her talents were. She knew she wasn't strong enough to lift furniture like the strong man. She didn't know how to juggle her baby sister in the air like the juggler. She didn't know how to breathe fire and burn down the curtains like the fire eater. That's a good thing. She didn't know how to do pirouettes like the dancing bear. She didn't know how to do cartwheels like the clowns. She didn't know how to make things disappear like the magician. She didn't know how to fly through the air like the trapeze artist. While Aria waited for Honor to come to her house to help her practice, she thought about what she was great at. Her bus driver told her she was the best bus buddy. Her teacher told her she was very smart. Her best friend Sarah told her she was a great friend. Her daddy told her she was beautiful. And her mommy told her she was the light of her life. Wouldn't your mommy and daddy say that? And Aria knew she was the best big sister in the world. Aria looked up and was so happy to see Honor, wearing a black hat, a white ruffled shirt, black pants, big black boots, and a red jacket, just like her. Aria was still scared about talking in front of all the people, even when she saw a friend. How was she going to find the courage? She was glad she had a friend like Honor to help her. Honor told Aria his granddaddy speaks in front of hundreds of people, and he tells them, "You've got to be hungry." See her granddaddy speaking in front of lots of people, and he says, "You've got to be hungry." Well, Aria says, "We can sell popcorn at our circus, and people will buy lots of popcorn if they're hungry." "Not that kind of hungry," Honor explained. "Being hungry means when you really, really want something, you have to be willing to work as hard as you possibly can in order to get it." What do you work really, really hard at? Is there something you really, really want? Aria looked at all of the circus people in the tent. See all those circus people? And she knew they were counting on her. She wanted to have a circus of her own, and she was willing to work hard to make that circus great. Honor told her he wanted that too. So they decided they could both be the ringmasters. See the two of them? They're both the ringmasters. Aria knew with her good friend's help, she'd have the courage to speak in front of the audience. And with two ringmasters, the circus would be twice as good. Aria and Honor practiced every day. All the circus people practiced too. They worked together and helped each other do their very, very best. Do you ever work with your friends to do your very best? Children and their parents came to their circus and cheered and cheered. Suddenly, their circus got too big for Aria's backyard. They moved their circus to Madison Square Garden in New York City, and people came from all over to see their circus. Because Aria and Honor found their greatness and were hungry to make their dream come true, they became the ringmasters of the Surprise Circus, the most spectacular circus in the world. And here are the people who wrote the book with me. There I am, and there's Aria, and there is Olivia Target, who drew all those fabulous fun pictures. And there's Les Brown, Honor's granddaddy, who speaks all over the world and inspires people, just like I hope the Surprise Circus did for you.